The crowd has been waiting for this one for a very long time. We're at Brooklyn Hall. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Andy Ruiz Jr., his height 188 centimeters, his reach also 188 cm. And they'll be facing Bugzy Malone, the United Kingdom rapper. But how good of a boxer is he? We're about to find out.
There's a mad weight difference here. You know what? You're looking at power, you're looking at speed, you're looking at all these things you've got to take into account. When they land, it's going to feel like a mule's kick.
Andy Ruiz Jr., he was the first Mexican-American world heavyweight champion in boxing history, of course, with that huge upset win over AJ. Bugzy Malone. Yes, you heard that right. The UK rapper gonna try his hand at the sweet science.
Look at this. These fighters are so up for it. Look at that.
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Imperial, California, in the United States, the first Mexican-American heavyweight champion in boxing history, a unified heavyweight champion of the world, the Destroyer, Andy Ruiz Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Manchester, England, here is the multi-talented and popular rapper, Bugzy Malone.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
People are arguing about this in the street, in the pubs, in the bars, and this is why it gets giddy, it gets exciting. The anticipation, second to none.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. A punch and just got countered. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Nice counter. He blocks the jab. Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
God, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches actually echo. You're that fighter coming in, and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere. You know the pressure is going to be on.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Andy Ruiz Jr. in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot...
You don't want to lose this fight, do you?
And there's the bell for round two. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Ruiz is rocked. Looks like they've shaken it off.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Throws the uppercut but misses. Good defense with that left jab. No rest for the weary. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Andy Ruiz in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Now, don't work around for me, kid. Get your mind back on the job.
Let's get it started in round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The perfect counter lands. Maybe I'm crazy, Johnny, but this slugger's game plan appears to be hit me in the face as many times as you want, and right when you get tired of it, I'm going to catch you with a counter and knock you out.
Sluggers just want to mow you down. They want to walk straight through as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
They exchange punches. Misses with the right uppercut. Beautiful counter shot. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? It's all offense all the time. A swing and a miss with the right hook. Andy Ruiz is dazed. And down goes Andy Ruiz. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
Where did that come from? What a shot. One, two.
Let's talk about Andy Ruiz Jr. in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Great. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. Just gets off. Don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right?
Here we go to the 4th round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle on that. He's got to bluff him.
Well, we know what the game plan is going to be for this fighter. He's got to stick and move and avoid the big shots from the bigger man.
plan is to try and change that game plan. Get him angry, get him frustrated, make him deviate away from the plan.
That jab won't score. The straight right just misses. Call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Neither one of them wants this to go to the judges' scorecards. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Andy Ruiz looks like he's in trouble. Let's talk about Andy Ruiz in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Get back out there and win the round.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Andy Ruiz on the verge of going down. And Ruiz goes to the canvas. Let's watch that again and replay from a different angle.
I've got to see that again.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Jab does not score. Make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Andy Ruiz is dazed. Let's talk about Andy Ruiz Jr. in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
No, it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident.
On to the sixth round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Back and forth they go. heart, what desire, but at what cost? There's nothing quite... Did you see that? Andy Ruiz looks like he's in trouble. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And now going for the finish. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Andy Ruiz in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Take the round off. Win the round on your jab. And breathe when you're stuck. Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man. Good man. Need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the...
Here comes round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Andy Ruiz Jr. in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
Get your focus back at that jab.
And we enter the 8th round. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
That left hand lands. How about that time counter shot? He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other, and Andy Ruiz couldn't take any more. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six. You okay?
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Look at his corner. Look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Andy Ruiz in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
Forget about that round. It was a bad round.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man. Good man.
Get your mind back on the job.
And there's the bell for round 9. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Incredible work rate. The jab not finding its target. Andy Ruiz is rocked. And that'll do it as Ruiz goes down. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here. I've arrived. Try that again. It will happen all over again.